4 of those years he's finished inside the top 10. It looks as though it's going to be a similar story this year. I think I'm right in saying just until Sampras retired, I think in the prior 5 years to that, only Agassi and Sampras have been more consistent in terms of year-end ranking than Henman. And the paradox to his year this year is that he's played so well in the Grand Slams, his best year really in many ways in the Grand Slams with his semi-final showing at the French Open, and yet he hasn't won a title.
Oh, that's too bad. He had some room across court. I think a lot of it has to do when players emerge on the scene, and he unfortunately emerged at a time when Pete Sampras was the dominant player, and now Roger Federer has come right on the heels of Sampras, and there's been no room for him to slot in there. That's a solid game from Kiefer.
No opportunities early on for both players in this second set. Routine on serve. Kiefer ahead. A set and 2-1.
The new Citroën C2 with outstanding fuel efficiency. Now from 6,595 with cash injection system. The Citroën.
Service direction, as you can see there. Probably a mixture as you would need to against a guy like Nicholas Kiefer. You don't want to give him any sort of rhythm. And Henman, to be fair, has served pretty well in this match. 56% of his first serves finding a target. It's the same number as he's had for the entire tournament as well.
Time.
So Henman's been trailing pretty much for the entire match. There was a brief moment there where he was 6-5 up in the first set. But again, having to come from behind with new balls though.
Well, he's scored with that play a number of times, and if it's hit well, this shot can be indefensible. Leighton Hewitt, the master, and Kiefer showing his version of the topspin lob.
Well, Hewitt hit a lob last night that's been flown up and put in the Hall of Fame up in Newport, Rhode Island this morning. I have to say, I've been mightily impressed with the way that Kiefer has come out and attacked this match, because so many times we talk about the German as say so passive at the back of the court. He's reacting to what his opponents do, but he's come out here having lost the last 6 sets to Henman and has employed a different strategy.
Well, and you can see what that tactic does. Even though he lost the last point, it earned him that point, as Henman tried to do a little too much with the second serve, anticipating that Kiefer was going to make an aggressive play. Well, that ball looked long,
15-40.
but it was called good. Let's take another look. Right on the edge of the line. Placement, the key there, wasn't it? Right out of Henman's reach. A couple of breakpoint chances.
Oh, and he takes that one with some aplomb as well, kiefer. Henman not getting out of the reach, it drifted into the slot. Kiefer takes it up the line. Just watch the serve again. Henman really going for the body, but never ever looked like it was going to get there.
Yeah, it didn't have enough curve, did it? It sort of straightened out and came right into the hit zone of the Germans. So more back game strategy here for Henman. 1-3.
Henman had a pretty good record coming into this match against Germans in Grand Slam events. It's 5-2. A better point there. Actually lost the first 2 times he met a German in Grand Slam tennis. First time at Wimbledon against David Prinesel. Debut match in a Grand Slam, and then lost to Michael Stieck at Wimbledon as well. But since then has won the last 5. It's going to have to be a come from behind victory today for Henman. It's a similar sort of style of players. Roddick tried to play against Cañas yesterday. Well, did play against Cañas, where he really took the pace off the ball and forced the Argentine to really try and generate his own. Not something that Cañas is particularly keen to do. He's a similar style to Kiefer, and again, you see there, they were just dying off Kiefer's racket.
Yeah, unable to do enough with that return as it floated up high. And Kiefer serving and volleying. He's really taking the attack forward.
And then there, biding his time at the back of the court, not trying to do anything too special. Kiefer topping up the error. So far, Kiefer just better at taking his chances on the break points. Seventh ace for the German. That's well played again. And you have to say that that is actually a very good play against Henman. He's somebody that likes to block the ball back off the first serve, sometimes even on the forehand side, but particularly on the backhand. And if you are willing to serve and volley, you're generally going to get a good look at it.
Yeah, you see the ball moving because it's not coming quickly, so you can soften your hand. And that is an option, playing that drop volley.
Just having a chat with Wayne McEwen there, didn't quite get what he said, but can say that Bill Norris, the ATP Tour trainer, is just waiting in the gangway at the end of the court. Not sure if he's coming out for this match or he's just an interested spectator. I guess we'll find out soon. Break point again for Henman. Henman's broken back. He came from 2 breaks down in the opening set to almost snatch it away from the German. But he's come back again, and Bill Norris indeed is out on the court. But it's to see Nicholas Kiefer, I think. Oh, a Shira special.
15 off.
Yeah. I don't have a retort for that one, but I usually did it with just the one hand.
What did they put in his water?
Well, he didn't exactly nail that backhand, did he?
Oh dear. I think we'd better quit while we're ahead.
Yeah. Well, let's hope the tennis is better than our remarks concerning the nails. Is this a turning point in the match?
Oh, what court coverage from both men, but in particular Kiefer. Unbelievable acceleration.
15.
And no doubt that the German is one of the quickest players on the tour. Not a bad play to go in behind the German if you can. Obviously, Henman no chance to do it on that point.
Henman. 3 games all.
So Henman back level with Kiefer again in this second set. And what an undulating match it's been. Again, Henman showing great mental fortitude as he's shown in this tournament already. Coming through a couple of 5-set thrillers. And coming back twice from 2 sets to 1 down. Kiefer has really cruised through to this stage. Took care of qualifier Nicolas Mahut in the opening round, 6-3, 7-5, 6-2. And then another Frenchman, Cyril Saunier, 7-6, 6-3, 7-6. Not doing much for the German Franco axis there, the German. And then crushed the Australian Open champion of 2002, Thomas Johansson. 6-4, 6-love, 6-1. Paul Annacone in your picture there in the black hat. Johan de Beer, he's a fitness trainer, just behind in the white jumper. Johan de Beer, a former player, and was the man warming Henman up this morning. That's unplayable.
Yeah, well, that one you should put in a textbook somewhere. Good feet, stayed down on it. The resulting shot was deep, skidding low, and Kiefer, with his best shot, the backhand, could only put it in the bottom of the net.